Hey, what's up? Chef Jesse here. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Today is Sunday, the last day of the weekend, or the first day of the week, whichever way you look at it. So, anyway, folks, yesterday I did a video of making a Latin, I won't say a Latin dish, it's like a Latin side dish. It's actually like a fritter, okay? It's called Acapudia. I don't know the origins of it. It's probably some Indian stuff, some native stuff. You know, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not a historian teacher. I'm a chef. So, but Acapurias are they're made from yuca, which is cassava, which is a root, and it's grated down and it's filled with meat and fried, basically. But there's other ways of making it. I know people make it from green bananas, and today I'm going to be making them from green bananas. Some people add another thing to it. I think it's called yautía or something in it. I don't know what yautía is. I guess it's a vegetable or a root. I think it is a root. It grows on the ground. I don't know. I'm not a gardener. So anyway, but anyway, I'm not going to use yautía. And people out there probably going to say, "Hey, that's not the way to do it." Right? This is the way I do it. This is the way I learned how to do it. And this is the way I've been doing it, and everybody likes my Acapudias. So if you want to try them out, come on over to my place, because I don't deliver, because I just don't. So anyway, I made the mix. What I did, let me show you step by step. If you see my other video, you'll see what I did, but I'll run through it right now. I took some green bananas, right? Regular bananas, but when they're green, not yellow. Took them, I grated them down using a grater. Then I made a mix, like a batter, like. And that's all I did. And I put some achote, which is annatto seeds. That gives it it's a food coloring. It gives it a yellowish color, which is that's what you're looking for. And I made some ground beef. And you can, I guess, use other kind of meats, but I'm using ground beef. And I put some salt in the batter, and that's all there is to it. And I put it in the fridge overnight so it could bind and settle down. And now I'm going to fry them, and you're going to be with me as I fry these Acapudia. Put them together and fry them, and you're going to see how they're done. It's very simple. 1, 2, 3. Stay tuned after this commercial. Okay, we're back, folks. So I'm going to swing the camera down, and you're going to see this step by step how I do this. And my oil is warming up in my favorite cast iron skillet. And let me bring this camera down. Yesterday I had a problem with an upstairs neighbor banging on my pipes in the middle of me doing a video. I don't know what her problem is. I hope today's Sunday. I hope she went to church and prayed, because she must have like the demon stuck in her. I don't know. I'm not a priest. I'm a chef. So, bless her child. She's possessed. I live between two possessed neighbors, unfortunately. Anyway, folks, I'm going to dip this into the pan, and I'm going to get some oil. And the reason I'm putting some oil here, because you're going to see. I'm going to put the Acapudia here. Okay. And let me get this. Okay, so this is my Acapudia mix. Okay, and this was been sitting in the refrigerator overnight. It's thickened up, which is what's good, so it won't fall apart when I fry it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take maybe a tablespoon or 2. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons, and this should be enough. I'm going to make the Acapudia. I'm not going to make them that big. I'm making them, medium size. This is like a side dish. If you go to Spanish Harlem, or you go to the Bronx, you see a lot of these stores called cuchifritos, and this is what they sell. This is where you find these Acapudias, and most of them they make them from yuca though in those stores, because the yuca withstands the time sitting there for a while. So I'm flattening this out. Okay, I'm gonna flat this out as flat as possible without going through. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the meat in. Okay, I've prepared my meat. My basic ground beef, I'd season the ground beef, and I'm gonna do that. Okay, so look at this. So I hope you're watching. So I'm gonna put my meat in there from tip to tip. Okay, and you can season the meat your way you want. You can put olives in it. Some people put raisins in it. I don't know, but you season the beef. Some people use corned beef. I don't know. I don't like corned beef. Now you start to fold this in, okay, like so. You see? And after you practice it, you practice makes perfect, okay? So I'm folding the Acapudia, the mix in, covering the meat, okay? If I need more mix, I'll get more mix. Okay, there you go. And then I fold this up here like that. Okay. Now, you see, as I fold, and now I'm gonna get some more mix, And I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put it on top, okay? I'm going to put it on top, and I'm going to seal this off. Okay, there you go. So I'm making this, you know, it's like mixing cement, you know? There you go. You shape it. And this is kind of big. Some people make it out of, you know, make it thinner, look like a cigar. I went to Puerto Rico and they make it real long. They use a plantain leaf to put the mix on. I don't know. But this is the way I learned how to make it. And it works for me. And it works for, you know, my guests come over and they enjoy my acapudias. So make sure the meat is all covered up. Make sure that your oil is hot. You don't want to drop this into the oil and the oil is not hot enough, and then it falls apart. So I'm going to be using a food thermometer, and I'm going to make sure that this oil is at least 350 to 400. And oops, I dropped it. That was hot. Okay, now, okay, it's going up. It's about 340, going up. I'm going to wait till about 350 to 400 degrees. I want this oil because I don't want this mix to fall apart. If you put it in there, it's going to fall apart if it's raw. Okay, so it's right now past 350. I got to wash this because I dropped it in the oil. And you guys didn't see that. Okay. Okay, I hope this thing works. There we go. And clean this up. Okay. And hopefully it works again. Okay, so now, it's working. Okay, so my oil is starting to make noise. It's starting to sizzle. So it seems like it's done. Like it's warm enough. And I'm using a cast iron skillet, which I love. And I'm going to drop this in slowly. So watch me how I drop this into my pan, okay? So I put a little grease in it so it can slide off. I put the thing in and it slides right off. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And there you got it, folks. And the oil is definitely hot. I'm going to bring it down a bit. And I'm going to fry this on one side. And then I'm going to flip it over carefully and fry it on the other side. And when it gets nice and crunchy, your acapudias are done, folks. It's very simple. The most hard part about this is taking the green banana and grating them. You got to peel, you know, I peeled about 12, 14 green bananas. I grated them. That's the most of the work. Once you got the mix and the batter ready, you can fry these things all day. So, folks, that's how you make Acapudia Chef Jesse's way. If you got a better way, by all means do it. If it tastes better the way you do it, by all means do it. If you don't know how to do it, then follow my instructions. Okay, so I know one of my biggest fans out there, and she knows who she is, asked me yesterday, I didn't see your video on making Acapudia. Well, here it is. This is it. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back when these things are made. I'm going to show you how they look and how they turned out. So stay with me. Okay, folks, so my acapudias are looking good. They're frying nice. I'm frying 3 of them just to show you. I'm not going to eat them. I'm going to show you. I made a mix that I'll probably get about maybe 10 out of these, or a dozen maybe, depending what size you make. You know, if you make them small. But and these things go great. They're a side dish. They go great, you know, a snack time. And the mix, you can keep the mix in the fridge for a couple of days, you know, and it won't go bad. Let me see. This kitchen is so small, I don't have room for nothing. So let me show you how these things are frying. And look at that. Look how those things are frying. Okay, folks, so look at how my acapudias are looking. This one I just put in there, and I'm making 3 to sample. I got my cousin here who's going to sample them. So, yeah. And another thing, just to mention, this thing got expensive because I bought a big pack of meat. You know, meat is expensive now. Ground beef cost me almost $9, or 8 something and change. And when I started cooking it, it started smelling funny. And when I tasted it, it smelled like a horse's ass. Not that I smelled a horse's ass, but you know, I've been around stables. And it was rotten. The meat is rotten. And I'm telling you something. For those people who are watching this video and know the Seatown on Pearl Street, it is the sanitation department. It's not a supermarket. It's the sanitation department. 3 times I bought meats that went bad on me. I bought a whole chicken that went bad. That was bad on me. I bought some chicken wings that were slimy and smelled bad. And now I bought some ground beef that I tell you, it was something out of a horse's ass. You know, maybe it was horse meat. But the thing is, at this supermarket, I'm not gonna keep, and I had to go back and buy another pack of meat. It cost me $9 and change. I can't continue doing that. I'm not rich. I haven't worked in a year. If you got money, send me. Anyway, you know, all jokes aside, folks, you know, I can't. You know, we work hard for our money. We just can't throw it out like that. So, if you happen to live in the neighborhood, if you see this video and you happen to live in the neighborhood, you know what I'm talking about. The C-Town is the worst supermarket. I live in an area which is downtown, and there's a lot of courthouses and everything else but supermarkets. There's only one supermarket, C-Town, which is sanitation department, and then a couple blocks away, which is walking distance, but it's hard for me to get around, is a supermarket called Key Food. It's called Market 55 by Key Food. So I guess Market 55 to make it sound fancy. And it is kind of fancy. It's really nice. It's got 2 floors. We go there sometimes. A little bit expensive, but the meats are terrific. And so around my area, there's not too many supermarkets. So I'm stuck with the sanitation department where I shop. So anyway, folks, that's just a warning that the meats there are, smell them and have some antibiotics and some gas X, because if you eat it, you're going to fucking probably blow up. Anyway. Okay, folks, so these Acapudia are taking shape. They're nice and crunchy. And I'm going to pick them out from the fryer. I'm going to stick a fork in them. There you go. Look at that. Now, for those people who are watching their cholesterol intake, this is not for you. You know, this is not for you because people, oh, there's too much grease. So I don't blame you. This is not for you if you're watching your weight. And, you know, cholesterol intake and all that kind of stuff. Matter of fact, I got an appointment tomorrow with my cardiologist. So these things are crunchy. You see how I put the fork in? I let it drain. And I always like to put anything that I fry, I like to put it in a pan like this with paper towels. And I like to drain it. So I usually drain everything that I, you know, meat, you know, chicken. So I always drain it. And I like to, you know, I like to drain it and, you know, get as much grease off as possible. But these things, they smell delicious. And my cousin is actually the one who's going to taste it, and in a few minutes I'm going to let him taste one and bite into it and tell me how it tastes, and you're going to see that live. Okay, folks, so my acapudias are done. I just made 3 of them, just like like a taste to see, and maybe we'll have today we're having chicken wings. Actually, I'm making chicken wings. You know, it's chicken wings Sunday. We make chicken wings most of the time. So buffalo chicken wings and fries. So it's simple. You've seen that 1,000 times how I make it. I don't have to do a video. But we might have acapudia on the side, you know, as a side dish, 1 or 2, you know. Or we might just save it for tomorrow. Like I said, you can keep that mix for 2 days, 3 days. It won't go bad. And you keep it in a bowl. I have it in a bowl, a glass bowl, in the refrigerator, and it's good. So I have the acapudia. I just took them out of the fryer, out of the cast iron skillet. And let me show you how they look, because they smell delicious. My whole house smells. There they go. There goes our acapudias. Okay. And they are delicious. And for those who've never had an acapudia, I suggest someday if you ever go into a Spanish or a Latino restaurant or cuchifrito, try one. They're very good. They're very good. And if you see how I did it, you can try it at home, and they are good. They're good for snacking, and they're good, for lunchtime and stuff like that. So stay tuned. So folks, my cousin just tried one of the acapudias, and he's gonna let you know how they came out and how they taste. Here you go. How does it taste? You
off
ready?
The chain.
Off the chain.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Like 116th Street. It's great.
Look at that. He's biting into it, and there he goes.
Still steaming hot.
Yeah, steaming hot. Just came out of the fryer. Also, folks, there you go. You have another witness to my cooking beside Gilbert, and that's my cousin, and he's trying the acapudia because I like to always test to make sure that everything was good before, So it's approved by him. It's definitely approved by Chef Jesse. And anyway, folks, there goes your video on how to make acapudias. If you want to really know how to make it from the beginning, go to YouTube, Cooking with Uncle Jesse. You'll see all my videos. I'm going to post this right now. I'm going to post part 1, which is the way I made the mix and everything yesterday. And then I'm going to put part 2 is the way I put it together and cooked it. So anyway, folks, stay tuned for later on when I do my dinner. And I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Stay safe like always. wear your mask, 6 feet away, wash your hands, and just have a great week, and let's get through this. And folks, from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys. I really do. You guys support me. When people attack me sometimes, you guys come out in my defense. And I love that. And I feel the love for you guys. I really do. All jokes aside, I'm talking serious now. You guys come out and, when the lady told me that I should get a haircut because it looked like a pancake, a lot of yous came after her and, told her to shut the fuck up and everything else. And yeah, she made a mistake though. What's in top of my head is not a pancake, it's a French toast. Okay, you go figure. It's a French toast. Hey, I'm a comedian. You could throw it at me, I'll throw it right back at you. It's a French toast. So anyway, love you guys. Keep it up. Give me thumbs up. Go to my videos on YouTube. And I love you guys, and I see you guys later.